Hello and welcome to the Billowing Hilltop podcast. Readers, we hope that you're well. We're always grateful for ratings and reviews you may leave on your podcast app of choice. I know I say that every week, but there we go. And we love it when we hear from you through socials or through email, hello@billowinghilltop.com. I think this is episode 244, which I'm afraid to say is in theory the scheduled last episode of the Billowing Hilltop podcast. What are we going to do? Well, we're just going to keep going. We've got the rest of this book and a whole of another book to do, so we'll be here for a while. After that, who knows? Anyway, I have no other news or information, so let us push on with the final episode 244 of the Billowing Hilltop podcast. Whole lot of Drakin going on. Good evening, everybody. Good evening.
Evening, Michael.
Hello, players.
Hello.
Hello, world.
Hello.
Hello, Mike.
Back with the usual crowd. I've got my favourite player, Dan. We've got the little horror doll, Johnny. Got the Randy Scandi, Graham. We've got spider expert, Lucas. And we've got the cybordical pod shape of Paul.
Hello.
But
Hello.
he's phasing in and out. So we'll have to see. We'll have to hope that he survives the session.
Talking about?
He's very erratic. It's something in his programming. I think basically what happened is that Lucas plugged him into one of those new AI services. And ever since we did so, he's been, difficult to deal with.
I might have plugged it in the wrong way around.
You can hear me, can't you?
Basically, there's a red lead and there's a white lead.
Yeah.
We should stop talking about him.
He doesn't know. He's only barely conscious. He's not no idea. We're not talking about a person.
A simulation of a person.
Being worried about being overheard by your calculator, Johnny. It's like... Anyway,
fair enough.
We're all here, ready to play Dungeons and Dragons. Shall we have a recap?
Hold up. Before we do that,
Oh.
I've had some negotiations in the background with Spidey Lucas. And I've got a Spidey fact, and he requested that I read it out.
Oh.
So why the hell not?
Oh,
Here we go.
Oh, that's fine.
On behalf of Lucas.
If you excuse me, I'll just place my mind elsewhere while you do this.
Some species of burrowing spiders keep teeny tiny frogs in their burrows. I thought they said bums for a moment. In their burrows to keep it free of bugs too small for the spider to get at that might try to eat the spider's eggs.
What are you
This
talking
means
about?
that tiny frogs are spider cats. There you go. Burrowing spiders keep teeny tiny frogs in their burrows.
But this is basically what I was talking about, readers. We're going to get more and more of this as his circuits degrade.
Call my bluff. Which of these is real?
Frank?
I think that...
Is it Paul's cat frogs?
Is it Gemma's aardvark? Or is it Patrick's Elizabethan contraceptive? Nobody's going to get that reference. Anyway, sorry. Before I was so rudely interrupted. Recap or no recap?
Well, I'm not doing it because I can't remember
A
anything.
recap, please.
There's a dragon thing and we're
Here we go.
There's
Mike,
a
you do the
drake.
recap.
We won't have a
There's a
recap. We'll just pick up
wormdrake.
where we are.
We're in the middle of a fight.
It's the wormdrake's round.
All right.
And it is squeezed through a set of double doors that were wormy and are now gone. How long for, you may wonder. And it was at the point of deciding whether or not to snake its horrible blind head round the corner and exhale its nastiness on Scalian sessions who are hiding from it in a little side passage. Or is it going to breathe at Abdethar and his fellow druidic weirdo people who have decided to leave the temple and follow you north into the complex? Well,
tell us, Mike. Which is it?
I guess the thing to do is to roll a d6.
I'm on 10
1 to 3,
hits.
it's Abdethar and Co. 4 to 6, it is Scalian sessions. It is Scaly and sessions.
Did you
It's
roll
gonna be
for
Scalian.
the breath recharge, though?
We're about to do that, Johnny. What you don't want at this point is a 5 or a 6. It's not a 5 or a 6. That's good news. You don't get the super cooled acid. You instead get the worm cloud.
Well, that sounds so much better.
This thing breathes a huge cloud of chaos worms over you both. There is no saving throw. I've just rolled to see how many worms each of you have on your bodies. Shall I roll one number for both of you, or shall I roll independently? What do we think? Let's just roll independently. Scaly,
Go on.
you have
Lots.
19 worms.
Lovely.
19 worms.
19 worms.
Sessions, you have
3 worms.
22 worms.
Excellent.
Number of worms, not really particularly relevant.
No.
Because, anyway, they're all
Just takes one.
over the surface of you, and they are filling this chamber. Your experience with the last time it used this weird breath weapon was that they kind of linger around for a couple of rounds, maybe.
And then they burrow.
And then they dissipate. But yes, the ones on your skin, you're pretty certain, will no longer be in your skin next turn. You've got a turn before they burrow in under your skin, and then you're on a timer. I think that is it for the wormdrake. So we move on to top of a new round. On 18, it is Scaly. First things first, Scaly. The little worm door, the first worm door that was brought down using a dispel magic by Scaly, the one that led to the first, what you think are now watchtowers, it reforms as a worm door. The worms have reconstituted themselves. There you are. In and of itself, not particularly significant, but you might want to start counting in your heads the gaps between when that door was brought down and when the other doors you've opened were brought down, of which there are 3 small and the double worm doors that the dragon is standing in the middle of, and therefore Buggie is in the middle of, because Buggie is clinging to the dragon's back. Scaly, what do you want to do?
Kill them.
We've discovered last time that doing the heal doesn't work with this lot.
Heal spells kill worms that have infested your body, but they don't clear worms off your skin.
Would a teleport spell, a misty step spell, leave them behind?
No, it would not. It would be like misty stepping away from your own head lice.
I wouldn't know what that would be.
Yeah, exactly. He's a metal box.
Good point.
Shit. In which case, I mean, there's nothing you can do with them, is there?
You can cover yourself with fire, take a bit of fire damage.
Yep, that's been done before.
Yeah, I don't.
In extremis, you've used
I don't
spiritual
Spirit Guardians.
spirit gardens. Yep.
I don't have anything like that now.
Okay.
So I suppose what I can do is ignore them until I can do something about them, and in the meantime, go and whack the fucking dragon nasty.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm going to do. Now, in terms of whacking dragon nasty, you've got the dragon, and then you've got the template, the
it's squeezing. It's got a 4 square by 4 square base, and that means that standing in the doorway, you can attack it.
Okay.
The base defines range, not the sculpt.
Not the sculpt. Okay, so I can stand at the doorway to this area, and I can give it a good old twonk.
Welly.
A good old welly.
All right, then. Welly away.
I'll give
Welly away,
give
Master of Wellington.
a good old welly.
It's bloodied. That's another thing I can catch you up on from last time.
Okay.
Uncle Buggy did a stack of damage on it.
Is it an evil outsider?
It's evil. It's undead. Does that count?
It's undead, of course it's undead. And as a paladin, obviously I don't have turn undead.
I don't know. You tell me. And I don't know what your...
Oh, I tell you what, I know what I've got.
What have you got?
I've got my...
Cloak of Displacement?
No, not just the Cloak of Displacement, which we keep forgetting.
Yeah.
It's the...
you keep forgetting.
It's a group thing.
It's a group war.
I've got the armour.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it. Give us a second. That armour, which versus undead...
I don't keep track of this stuff, so I've given
Here
up.
we go. +2 plate, Oathbreaker. Once per day, the wearer can attempt to control undead per the Oathbreaker channel divinity. Charisma saves, DC 17.
Okay, is that what you want to do? Is that an action?
It's an action, but the targeted undead must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed saving throw, the undead creature must obey the paladin's command for the next 24 hours. All right, can we have a wisdom save DC 17, please?
So you're not attacking, you're using your action to do this. You're certain?
Yeah, because I've just done a small move action, so I'm just going to do this,
Okay, DC 17 wisdom save.
It's probably got
wisdom
massive wisdom.
No, it's not massive. Rolling the blue dice of power. It bounced off the 18. It's a 5. It's a fail. So it chooses to make that saving throw.
Oh, you absolute bastard.
What can I say? I did double check that you were certain you were doing that.
I thought it was a risk because I thought it might just have a high wisdom, but they're choosing to say.
Nah, it's a weird grubular nasto.
Well, at least it's chosen to make the save, and so it can't do that
Yeah.
all the time.
This round, I suppose it can't do it again this round.
Okay.
Now you do the dominate monster or whatever, maybe.
That's what I was thinking.
Purple.
Well, here we go. On 13, you're stepping away
I'm
from it.
stepping back.
You
Yeah.
sure, Scaly? Certain?
Why? Why are you asking me?
Attacking
this?
opportunity.
Just checking.
Opportunity, isn't it?
Okay, attack of opportunity.
Oh no!
No, you didn't. You didn't make an attack.
Okay, give me an attack of opportunity.
I'm just, I'm just
know.
trying to keep the whole thing together.
I know,
I'm just
all right,
trying to-
go
It's
on.
just rules. I don't make the rules.
No, go on then. Just give me a attack.
He uses its once a day neutro attack.
Consume Paladin.
Yeah, it's swallow
Swallow,
paladin power.
whole, digest, and excrete in one round.
Yes, it does its abattoir power.
Please do it. Just do it. Put me out of misery.
It gets one attack. It's its tail hitting on the class.
Oh,
it's a
it's
one.
screwed up.
It misses.
It's a
So,
critical fail.
we can move on. On 13, it is Burple de Herpish. Burps.
Well, I think it's misleading because it's going to save, but I may as well have a go. Let's have a go at the 8th level Dominate Monster.
Dominate monster.
Dominate Monster. So I step round the corner,
Mm-hmm.
look the thing in the
I've
face,
got to just check a rule here.
and then I'm
Just
going
quickly take it
to
down.
cast my 8th level Dominate Monster. It's going to save, but
Yes.
what can you do? A DC 18 Wisdom save.
Well, it's not got a great wisdom save.
That's what we want
Rolling
to hear,
dice
but
of
it'll
power,
still...
rolling a 12. That is not enough.
Oh.
So it chooses to make that save
What?
What?
again.
No fair, man. No fair.
How many times do you think you can do it?
I think all of you have been labouring under a fundamental misapprehension about the way that this works. Really, since you first encountered it. Does Burple want to stay where
No.
he is, or
Now I'll run back round the corner and go shit.
run back round the corner going shit? Also on 13, clinging to the back of the wormdrake, the tiny form of Uncle Buggie.
Right.
So just
I'm gonna
immune.
bash
You're going to
with my
bash.
axe. I'm at advantage because of the rabadabadub.
Rabba-dabba-dub.
thing.
What?
Yeah.
Okay,
sure,
so the first attack. I need 20s. That's what I need. 28? Is that a hit?
28 is a hit.
I do a 22 of water damage.
22.
7 of
okay.
which is radiant.
Radiant, sir.
Fine.
Next one. Come on.
dear.
24. Is that a hit?
It is a hit. Thank goodness.
Okay,
I
the
mean,
next
for you,
one is
not for it.
16 of water damage.
Further 16. Well, it was bloodied by your huge attack last time, Uncle Buggy. You've not moved the needle by anywhere near as much this time.
Oh.
But you knew that. We all knew that. It's disappointing. It's disappointing. Not 12. Hiding in a cupboard. It's Parker.
So,
Parker, you're in a
But
little passageway. There's a worm
Yeah.
door behind you to the south, and then there's a door open to the north. You can see the horrible green animated cage
had I
dangling over a
I
pit.
done any
green.
listening at the door, or that door? It's a worm door.
That's a worm
so-
door.
No, okay.
Do you want to stick your ear up against it?
Nope. But if I come back round, this cage is obviously going to take a swipe at me, isn't it?
Didn't last time.
Don't think it readies actions. Is that right? Oh.
We haven't established that. For complete clarity, it's not yet ready to action to attack people.
But that might have been
Moving-
Mike forgetting about the
No.
cage.
No, the one time that Johnny was sure that it would ready an action, he had forgotten that it had acted in the previous turn. Now it hasn't acted. What we did establish last time was that it can't save against things because it's just a thing. It's like Paul. Yeah, it's not sentient. It's not conscious. It just does its thing. It just routinely, with no mental acuity or personality really to speak of, it just does the one thing that it can do. Paul's case, that's talk about cheese. In this case, it's try and grab you.
Paul's case, it's block the toilet.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Well, that was
Well, I
before.
will
That was
come
when Paul had a
round
sphincter.
out of the corridor then, and I will attack
Yeah.
the dragon.
The wormdrake.
Yeah. So
Here we go. Buckle up, everyone. Here's where Lucas has like a zillion attacks that we just don't
22.
understand, and we can never find them.
That
is
be
a
15
hit.
points. And how much have I got left on the
15 points
staff of
of damage.
striking?
1922.
I did use some charges on the staff of striking
Invented
last
the
time,
shoe.
didn't one of you?
You did.
Yeah.
They burnt
Yeah.
charges on extra attacks, and they burnt charges on the extra d6
Yes.
of damage.
Yeah, we use.
Sorry, they burnt charges of the thing. Yeah.
Tonight's beer, Mike, is Northern Monk Heathen.
Yes.
It's a hazy IPA, 7.2%.
Info on that.
7.2%.
Well, that's not a very sensible.
6
That's not a very
charges.
sensible decision,
Okay,
Paul.
Lucy
so I've
went
got
out and
3
bought me
left,
beer, and this
so
is
then
what she came
that's
out with.
an extra.
What can I say?
Tonight's beer, Mike, is Camden Hells.
Oh, it's a nice one.
Oh, Camden Hells is a very good,
Very
Hells
fine.
beer.
I'm having
Okay,
a cup
so
of tea.
I
that
have
attack,
warm water.
26 in total.
Yeah, I have it.
North London tap.
And then the second
North
attack.
London tap.
I'm
Yeah.
writing it down as
Yes.
fast as you're doing it.
Double filtered or single filtered?
Single
Hitting armor
filter.
class 24, which is a hit, so that would be 7.
Dicing
Another
with
7.
death.
Yes.
Living dangerously.
And
You have to take some
7
risk
points of
somewhere.
damage.
Finally,
Yeah, I've
2
got that.
more,
Yeah.
Then that's 16.
My local pub started doing
Yeah,
all the
I'm not.
others,
I'm
Lucas.
just,
We're-
I'm just
I'm
carrying on with
concentrating on what
it.
you're saying.
16
Yeah, just keep going, mate.
and 19.
We don't actually
And
need to
because
hear
they
your rounds.
both
We can
hit,
just talk about other
that's an
stuff while
extra
you do it.
2d8.
Local pub started doing on tap alcoholic ginger ale.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
4
this is a good round,
more.
Lucas.
Did you get all that?
I did. It's little, though it hasn't got knees that can wobble. So
Yeah.
its knees don't wobble. But if it had knees, they might wobble.
Okay, and then
So-
I will move
So they don't wobble.
up into the corridor
How does
at the north of the room.
its
Which
legs
one?
bend then? If it hasn't got knees.
It hasn't got legs either. Right. And what you're
How
wondering
does it
is how
walk
do its
around then?
trousers stay on? And the answer is they don't. There's trousers lying all over the place.
Just generates magically new trousers every time the old
It
ones fall
generates
off.
new trousers and they just fall
Green
straight off.
trousers.
It's a whole other thing. There's a big sidebar section in the adventure about this, but that's not. We're just going to get distracted and the combat's going to take forever. If you just keep
focus.
asking about the trousers over and over. Parker, you've got into the little hidey hole in the
Yes.
northeast. Okay, that's fine. Odd 12, it's bad people.
That was
First of
62
all,
points of damage in total.
Nice.
it was.
Yeah, that's good.
It was very, very successful. This thing is not looking very well at all. I mean, it didn't look very well to begin with. It's a sort of horrible, gloopy green.
Time for Buggie to do the coup de grace.
Barbarians don't do enough damage. They just don't.
Well, you haven't got enough
They should
barbarian
be doing-
levels, have you?
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
That's true. True that. But even if I was a
Let's start with Abdithar.
19th level barbarian, I wouldn't be doing any more damage.
You would. You'd have taken all those critical feats and stuff. You'd be doing loads of damage.
What's he going to do? There's
I'll shout
worms,
down from the top of the worm. Attack
think he-
it! Attack it!
I'm going to roll a d6. No. Okay. So he is looking like this is not a great idea, being toe-to-toe with this giant green awful. The corridor with Scalian Sessions is still full of worms, so he is going to basically peg it. He is going to run back down.
Where you going?
and
Where
he's-
you going?
He's going to run back. Oh no, he can't
Let's
without
say from
drawing.
the top
No,
of
no,
the
he's not
worm.
drawn an attack of opportunity.
He's already had an
No, he
attack.
won't.
We're changing.
Abthar doesn't know that, but it doesn't matter. Okay, Abthar is going to sprint back down, and he's going to run past Purple, going, "It's much too dangerous up there. What were you
You
thinking?"
bloody chicken!
And he's going to be followed by Belfior and Sportlehair, or whatever they're called.
Hopeless.
Sportle
They're
hair.
not hanging Sportlehair. They're not hanging around in that corridor. It's suicide.
Bloody hopeless. All this talk about
Well,
clearing the area and valor and stuff like that, and they're just running away.
okay. Well,
You
seems
saw
to be-
that, did you?
And then the cage is going to have a go at Uncle Buggy, hitting armor class 21.
Yeah.
Aha! You are zoinked. Can you give me a DC 19 dexterity save, please?
Before I do that, can I do my wrath thing?
It's not hit you with a melee attack.
I'll just check the class feature.
It's made an attack roll to place the cage over you.
When a creature within 5 foot you can see hits you with an attack,
I'll tell you what, I'll give you the
it's not
benefit of the
doing any
doubt.
damage. Use your reaction to make the creature make a dex save DC 16, and then I'll
You've got a
max
dex
out
save
the
of any
damage. So
sort.
it's
It has, and it's not enough.
16
Okay, so
points of damage. Thunder.
got it. It's looking further wounded.
Okay.
And can you make a dex save, DC 19? At advantage,
do
of
I
course.
get any bonuses from Scaly?
Yes, you
On
do.
the-
You're within
plus
30
3,
feet of
isn't
Scaly.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so
do I
it's
get
plus 5.
Plus 5. Okay.
So needing a 14.
First one is yes, done it.
16, you make it. Okay,
Great.
so you managed to dive away to avoid being grabbed by the cage. Now can you make an athletics check to stay on the back of the wormdrake? Well, you're throwing yourself out of this cage.
Do
so
I
I
get
think
the
it's
plus 3
reasonable.
from Scaly
It's not
on
a
my
saving throw. It's
okay,
it's
so
not a
it's plus
save.
11 then.
And an advantage.
because I'm
Yeah, you're going to make it. You're going to make it. I know what the DC is, and you're going to make it.
Yes, 30.
Ooh, you make it. Okay. That is it for that. That is it for them. That is it for everything that you can see and know about. Therefore, on 6, it is little Seshi boy.
So
You're in
I
a cloud
think
of worm.
I will. I don't think I have a concentration spell running, so I'm going to use my concentration to invoke Spirit Guardians.
Brilliant.
So I'm going to move. It's had an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Up to the door, yeah, so I can peer out and see
Yeah.
Buggy.
Yep. You're at the edge of
And-
the cloud. You can see.
can I see purple?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Scaly. So I can nominate those people as being safe to be within my Spirit Guardians,
Got it.
because I have to be able to see them when I cast it.
I understand.
Oh no.
So I cast it. It's 15-foot
But not
radius.
Parker. 15
I
foot
can't see
radius.
Parker 'cause he-
yeah, I'm
That's
with
why I
you.
was
Yeah,
moaning.
yeah.
Well, you could move through.
15 foot around you.
could move,
Yeah.
You could move through the square of the thing because you're a hobbit. A couple of squares to the west.
You think?
Yeah, then you'll see Parker as well. If you went one square to the west, you'd see everybody, wouldn't you?
He's too far away.
No, it's about being able to see him. It's a line
Okay.
of sight, Tim.
You'd be able to see him from there, won't you? Corner to corner.
Okay, I'll
See
try that,
purple.
Mike. One
So
more
you're
square.
stepping into the base, as it were. Okay.
Because I'm a little halfling. I
You're
can
sharing the space with the wormdrake.
do that. Just nipping in and then nipping out and hoping it doesn't get an attack of opportunity on me. Yeah. And then I'll
Somehow managed to. Yeah.
and then I'll move.
Just incoherent noises now, Graham. I've got a Northern Monk beer in the fridge, Paul, which I don't dare open
Why not?
because I think it's something like 10%.
Oh, that sounds evil. And then I'll just step back a little bit, Mike.
Yes, I understand.
So
When does this spell affect people?
if anything starts its turn in the radius.
Got it.
Woohoo!
Well, guess who's about to start its turn in the radius?
Right. Say it needs to make a wisdom save
Hasn't got a
DC
great-
20.
It's not going to make that, I
Nice.
can tell you that now.
Excellent.
No.
Why doesn't it choose to make that save?
Well, because
It doesn't have one.
it's controlled by me, and I'm making decisions not based upon what it would actually do, but what I would like to happen.
It doesn't have one.
So it does 4d8.
I'll tell you what, Paul.
Yeah.
There's a legendary magic hall in this adventure.
So it failed, did it?
It failed. You know this, Paul. It's known far and wide. It's been discussed by the readers on social media.
Has it?
Because it has. Again,
I don't read these things.
it's because of the degradation of your circuits.
Yes.
19 points of damage.
Okay.
And I presume
Didn't
all
like
the
that very
little
much.
worms take 19 points of damage.
They do. Scaly, you're cool. Sessions, you're cool.
Hey.
Wormy door? No.
I'm going to say no. If it did damage, then it would spray worms.
Let's just say no.
Because they're spectral, these things, right? They're floating through doing radiant damage or necrotic damage. What kind of damage is it?
Oh, good question. I guess it's radiant damage.
Yeah, so it's not
radiant, sir. Radiant. Or necrotic damage if you're evil, but it's radiant.
Anyway, this thing has started its turn in the Spirit Gardens. Now it gets its own go. First thing it's going to do is it's going to exert its terrifying presence. God. Like a birthday from hell. Can everybody within 120 feet of it make a wisdom save, a DC 19?
Okay.
I'm going to make some rolls here.
And
Do you need to be able to see
two,
it?
you get
Fail.
+3.
Do we get plus
no.
3 from Paul?
Yeah.
Fail,
Yes, you do.
Excellent.
fail, succeed, fail.
Doesn't someone have
26.
something against that? Paul does. Some sort of anti-fear thing.
Oh, this is a fear thing.
I think it is, yes.
So, let me just check. While you are conscious, you and friendly creatures within 30 feet can't be frightened.
Okay, so we don't need to worry about Scaly, Sessions and Buggy. We do need to worry about
Purple.
Parker and Purple. So where are we with saving throws? I can see that Purple's not doing
Purple
that
failed.
well. Purple failed. Okay, Parker.
I'm just looking up. I have something about fear.
Anyway, back to where we were, Paul. With the legendary magic ball.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
If I am frightened, I can use an action to end it. All right. So what's the DC of saving throw?
19, DC 19.
Wisdom.
Yep. It's a save. Okay,
Go for that.
Parker, you're fine. Purple, you are frightened. As is Abdithar and Spolyhead, whatever the yellow one is called. But Bulbidod, the pink one, is fine. Then it will... 3 attacks on Buggy.
Can he get his claws round the back of his...
Well, the claws are on the wings and the tips of the wings. So, yeah, it's going to, first of all, snap at you with its bite, which should tell you something. Hitting armor class 22.
Yeah, I have 19 armor class as a 19th
Okay.
level character.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's not bad.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's
It's all
fine.
right, Jules.
What are you complaining about?
What armor do you wear?
I don't know, I just feel like a first level character.
You take 16 points of piercing damage,
So I only take half.
and
Outrageous.
you take 14 points of acid damage,
That's a 7.
and then it attacks you with its claws twice. First claw attack hits armor class.
Oh,
Oh,
dear.
it's a 20.
Oh,
It's a
fucker.
natural
Dear, oh
20.
dear, oh dear.
Let's see if I'm drawing a critical card, rolling again to see if it's a hit. I roll a 17. It is a hit. Let's resolve that. I'm going to deal myself a monster critical card. You never know. It might be a setback. They always seem
Head
to be
pulped
setbacks for
over
me.
wide area.
We can only hope.
Body split in 2.
And that card is... it's a setback.
Really?
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Off form. You have disadvantage on your next melee attack.
Hey. You should attack the buggy, should you?
Well, we'll see about that. First of all, let's roll the damage for this attack, which is doubled, of course.
Does it do
Eight,
double
46.
damage?
Yeah, of course. It's a
The
critical
card
hit. Doesn't stop.
supersede.
I don't think it does. 4d6 plus 8. 16, 24 points of slashing damage.
12, yeah.
And then at disadvantage, it rolls to try and strike you again. Rolling a 5 that hits armor class 20, which is enough. And it rolls a 4, which is armor class 19, which is also enough. So you take a further 16 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And now it's got little bits of Buggy under its claws.
There was an important piece of information in that attack for you, Uncle Buggy.
It bites, it swallows, it digests.
Maybe. It moves back from the doorway a little bit to get out of the
Squeeze.
Spirit Guardians. On 18, it is Scaly.
If I don't go up and hit it, there's going to be all kinds of trouble.
Kicked out your paladin order, that kind of stuff.
Well, not really. It's an evil dragon, so it kind of ticks all the boxes, doesn't it?
Your Oath of Vengeance started with Ilfane,
All,
who attacked your community.
all of that
The puppet master behind Ilfane is Stragotha. This is a
kind of Dragotha.
draconic evil servant in Dragotha's lair, I would say.
It ticks all the boxes.
It must.
It's,
Yeah, it ticks all the boxes.
in between moving from the little kind of cave through the passage where I'm sure I've just picked up some more worms because I'm not flying.
You have?
Yep.
You're inundated
Lovely.
with spectral worms.
But I've managed to also light a cigar as I now go and hit this fucking thing finally.
Okay.
Machete attack.
You're like some sort of bro.
Some sort of what?
It's like Joe Rogan
Absolutely.
lighting a cigar.
Well, it's a
and,
cigar.
you know,
It's
you'll
one
be-
of his cigars. He's
You'll be boring off about whiskey.
no. It's just because this is exactly who he wants to be attacking. He wants to do it with a cigar in his mouth. Hitting armor class 18
No, is a miss.
is a miss.
Shouldn't have bothered with the cigar, really.
Oh, he's got another attack
Probably
there.
put you off.
Armor class 30.
Is I grudgingly concede. Just a hit.
Divine Smite, level 4th. Well, let's do his damage first, his regular damage.
Let's do his damage.
Ooh, regular damage is 15, and a 4th level Divine Smite, doing a further 28.
Nice.
It's 43
points of damage in total. That's not to be sniffed at. Ooh. Past an important round number threshold there. Looking a bit wobbly.
And I think that's pretty much... I don't think there's anything to be gained from moving anywhere.
You could wiggle about on the spot. It might entertain people.
Do a bit of a dance. That's me.
On 13, it's burps.
Well, I'm frightened.
Oh, yeah. I think you get to make a saving throw.
Do I?
At the end of your turn, you can make another DC 19 wisdom save. So let's have it.
I'm going to cast, in that case, Protection from Evil.
No, at the end of your turn.
What?
You can
Does that
make
mean
another
I can't cast a
DC
spell?
19 wisdom save. You're frightened. Oh, no, you can. So, I'm very sorry. Of course. Yes, you can, of course,
I
cast
mean,
a spell.
you know.
Yes.
You think you
I
know
didn't read
someone.
it. I just assumed it was bad.
So I'm casting Protection from Evil, which means my save is at advantage, right?
Nice.
I'm still going to fail, because I'm at -1, so I need a 20. But I'll have a go. No. Second one. No. I saw the 20 there briefly, but no.
Briefly. Just to tease
Popped
you.
up to say hello.
Still frightened?
I saw it out the window, waved at it. Hi.
Yeah.
But no, not denied. Okay, well, that's it.
On 13, still clinging to the back of the wormdrake. It's Uncle Buggie.
I picked
Come
up.
on.
I've realised what you were trying to hint at.
What was he trying to hint at?
That he can bite me. In other words, he can also breathe on me. So I am shifting over slightly to the other bit of his back in case he wants to breathe over me and Parker or whatever. Hopefully I'm slightly out way of that.
Okay, we'll cross that bridge.
Right.
Well, there is no facing in this game, and you're moving around on his... yeah, okay.
Well, whatever. Anyway.
It's a 40-foot long tube with a breathy mouth at one end of it. So
Yeah.
you're guessing it's very mobile, this head.
Do I think there is actually not much point in me hanging on its back?
Well, it can't get away from you while you're on its back.
That's true. No, I'll stay on its back. Okay.
Okay.
Bash. First one. Come on, let's get some criticals. 32. Is that enough?
32's a hit. Yes. Oh, we're in a particular kind of territory
21
now.
point of damage.
21 points of
Next
damage.
attack. Come on, let's get 20. No, 27. 29.
27 is
29.
a hit. 29 is a hit.
Another 11 points of damage.
Yes.
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah,
That's all?
that's it.
On 12, it's Parker. It's right there, Parker.
Well, I suppose I will jump out again and do the same.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Is it critical?
20. You're gonna gamble.
I certainly am. Ooh,
Is it a hit with a 5?
5 plus
17 is not
12,
enough.
17 is not enough. Okay, never mind.
Still a critical. You still roll double damage. Double dice.
Yep. Oh, that's another 10.
Ooh, yes.
Right, and 21, that's a hit, so that'll be another 12.
Is a
What?
miss.
21's a miss.
It's armor class 22, Lucas.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, last hit.
Oh, no. So close. Got an Ort dice? You want to spend your Ort dice? Re-roll that hit?
Yeah, go on.
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you won't kill it, but it's just be nice to, you know.
Oh, if I'm not going to
Well-
kill it.
I can't. I'm yanking your chain, Lucas. I can't possibly peer into the
Alright.
future that way.
Oh, it's a miss. Shit. That was my luck. Never mind.
That was your luck or your Ort dice?
My luck.
Okay,
That's a 1.
just your luck.
All right, and then I
Oh,
will
12, it's
move
bad,
back.
people. Oh, it's too late, Lucas. I'd started my round. So let us roll a d6. 1 to 3. Uncle Buggy. 4 to 6. Scalio Tool. It is Scalio Tool. The cage lashes out.
Of
Hitting
course.
armor class 25.
Yep.
Scaly, can you give me a DC 19 dexterity save, please?
Oh, I don't know about that.
You got +3 from the... What's it?
Yes, I can.
You can.
I'm plus 26 with a
It's,
natural
you
20.
roll or flinch to one side as it tries to snap the gate shut on you. You're going to make some saving throws down here. Going back to Abdathar's crew. Yellow one fails. And Abdathar himself fails. They're still frightened. They can't go any closer to anything. They're just going to stand around being hopeless. Running out of things to do on 12 on 6, it is Seshi Milad.
Right. So one option is to try and turn it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
How wounded does it look?
We think it might be on its last legs.
Very wounded.
Yes. I think some decent damage may tip it over the edge.
Very wounded. You don't reckon it's got any more than 200 hit points left? Something like that.
Something like that.
Top whack. Top whack. I mean, and it's raging because it took a level in Barbarian. So, just nuke the entire room sessions with your most powerful damaging spell.
Yeah.
Indiscriminate destruction. Just
rain it down.
Yeah. Can you do the reverse of the 700-point heal on everybody you can see?
That would be fun, wouldn't it? What's left in the locker?
Well, you can step forward and get him in your Spirit Guardians, can't you?
Yeah.
No, obviously,
about doing
Johnny,
that.
he's going to do that.
Well, you know, some people need advice, especially.
Yeah.
My
I'm just trying to work out what
experience.
else I can do.
47 years of experience. You know, but don't listen to me.
Okay,
you know,
so I'm going to
don't
move
listen to me.
behind Scaly.
Yeah, you're going to move
And
up
I
behind
will-
Scaly.
Toll the dead on it.
Okay,
Wisdom
it makes a saving throw or
DC
tries to.
20.
Ooh, its wisdom saving throw is not very good. It doesn't make that save. Okay, I'm going to do the fair thing. It's not Einstein, but at the same time, it's not Paul. So I'm going to roll the dice and
Fucking hell.
see what it does.
Harsh but
1 to
fair.
3, it chooses to make that save. 4 to 6, it takes the damage. It chooses to make that save. Does it take damage? Does it take half damage?
Doesn't
or
take
something?
any
Or-
damage.
Okay.
Does the Spirit Guardians activate this round?
Yeah, it's going to take the Spirit Guardian's damage anyhow.
The danger is it might fly away, but I'm stuck on his back, so
It's been fucking
How many
lethal.
weeks have we been trying to kill this thing?
3 or 4. Quite a lot.
I can't believe we almost killed it. This whole complex was just impossible.
Well, this is just the warm-up.
Yeah, I thought this
We're
was
gonna need
pretty
a
We
rest.
haven't really done very much, have we?
No,
We're going to need to rest up after we've killed this thing.
Hell yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, God, yeah.
maybe we can go into one of the little cubbies that Abdathar has. Maybe he'll let us into his
Yes.
cubicle to rest.
On 5, it is the Wormo Dragon.
Which starts its rounds in the Spirit Guardians.
Does. It's going to make a saving throw. DC, whatever it was, wisdom
20.
save, which is not going to make. It doesn't make it. How much damage is
Come
that
on.
sessions? This could
Come
be
on.
very
Come on.
important.
Come on.
I have a number written
It
down.
does.
I take that number away from another number, and I've got a remainder.
24.
24 points of damage. It's still alive.
Oh,
It's still alive.
With very few hit points left.
Maybe it's for
Yeah.
Scaly to kill it.
It now rolls a d6.
Oh,
It's
Ouch.
the number you didn't want. In possibly its final act, it breathes a cone of super freezy acid. Now, it could either curl its head round and get Buggy and
it
try
doesn't
and get
want me. It
Parker,
doesn't want me. I'm just
Yeah,
a
it does one him.
smelly old man hanging on his back.
or it could curl its head round and try and get Buggy, Scaly, and Sessions, but I think that is stretching things.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that it's going to go for Scaly and Sessions.
No, I
Scaly
was
and
going for
Sessions
Buggy.
You're doomed, you. I'm pointing in their direction.
I think it's a dice roll. I think it's a dice roll.
No,
Choice.
he's just a scrawny guy. You know?
I mean, I'm prepared to be persuaded. You'd like me to include Buggy in the calculation?
Come on. The one who's doing all the damage.
think
You've got
Buggy's
this
big
big
in
dragon
the
thing in front of it.
calculation.
You've got
No.
Sessions done this awful spell.
Teeny
that's
weeny
Spirit
Sessions. This
Guardians.
annoying thing on
Look
his
at this
back.
annoying thing on its back. Actually, I don't
I'm
think
just
you need
like
to roll a
I'm just
dice.
like itchy. I'm
Well,
not
exactly.
doing any
You
damage.
scratch the itch, though, don't you?
Okay.
I whisper
Well-
in his ear. You kill the other hobbit. The Spirit Guardians will go. Do it.
who needs enemies, eh?
Well, Scaly Sessions, have you got anything to counter that with? In the
Yeah.
Brief.
Yeah, I look
instant
it
of-
in the eyes and go, you want to scratch that itch, don't you? That
Yeah.
smelly little thing on your back.
Okay, what I'm going to do is...
If you kill the little
on
thing on your back, the Spirit Guardians will go.
on the balance of things.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to roll.
Keep me alive or give you a heal.
1 to 5 Buggy. On a D6, 1 to 6 Buggy.
You and me against them.
It's a whole new playing ethos.
Oh, Lucas, you shouldn't have said anything. I'd forgotten about you.
Yeah, the green one, he's good. Easy target.
Dex save.
Oh, yeah, let's not worry about Parker. So, Buggy, Scaly, Sessions.
Doesn't want me.
It does.
On a
It's got
1 or 2,
You can get 2 people in
on
front
a
of
1
it.
or 2, it decides it cannot handle this irritant anymore, and it's going to try and zap Uncle Buggy. On a 3, 4, 5, 6, it goes for the Scaly Sessions option.
Okay.
I'm not sure about
On a
it.
D6, getting
Or a 2.
a 2! You're going to be fine, Buggy. You're rolling at advantage. You're
Yeah.
raging. You're just going to be fine.
You're going to be fine.
It's just a little bit of
It's
damage.
just purely...
Just damage.
It's just damage.
It's just a little
You're gonna
bit of
be
damage.
Fine.
Right. Firstly, can you give me a dexterity save, DC 22?
You get +3 from me.
Oh,
There you
natural
go.
20.
There you go.
Okay, so you take half of the following damage.
400 D10.
Well, I take a quarter when because I'm raging.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Oh, it's going to be nothing. It'll be like 40
gonna be
points.
Yeah, if that. First of all, there is 51 points of cold damage, so 25, so 12.
Yeah, you see.
And then there's acid damage, 68, so 34, so 17.
You see, I'd be approaching death at this moment.
What's stacking there?
What do you mean?
Well, it's half and half. You don't normally get.
He's got resistance. He saves, which means he takes half the damage,
Right.
and then he's resistant to the damage because of his rage, so he takes a quarter. It's a steep hill I've been trying to push monsters up for the last 5 years.
It's all I do, though. I take damage. That's it. I've got rubbish armor
Anyway,
class. Rubbish damage.
The cone of super freezing acid bathes its own body and seems to rejuvenate it hugely.
Oh, no.
Not really, Johnny.
Oh.
You'll just believe anything. It moves. Scaly O'Toole, you have an attack of opportunity. It is flying back out into the main cage
Okay.
with Uncle Buggy clinging to its back.
Oh, yes.
Okay, taking a quick swing at it with the chopper of the Mist Marsh.
23. Just don't think it's going to be
Is a
enough.
hit
Is a hit.
on the
I think you
creature.
You might do it.
Yep.
8, and I
8
do
points of-
another 4th level. Plus 26,
Oh.
34 points of damage in total.
Can you do that on a
Okay.
on a attack of
That
opportunity?
was
Yes.
33 more points of damage than you needed. As it tries to fly away from you, you swipe at it with the chopper, you bathe it with your paladinic power, and it pops like a giant fat green balloon of maggots. Chaos worms spray everywhere. Scaly, Sessions, Buggy, you all get a dose. Buggy, you get 19 worms on you. Scaly, you get 26 worms on
Ooh,
you.
lovely.
Sessions, you get 22 worms on you as it bursts wetly like a big wet bag of horrible.
Okay.
And its empty skin flurbles to the ground like so many green slimy bin bags. You have defeated the wormdrake, Buggy. You're dropped unceremoniously onto the ground
Falling damage.
on 18.
Oh, can I just check something? Is anyone that I can
Yes.
see, Scaly or Parker, wounded?
No, not currently.
Oh, yeah. But taking 30 points of damage, so if you've got a spare
Okay.
heal.
Is this a reaction?
It's a reaction. When an enemy you see dies within 60 feet of you, you or one
Yes.
creature you choose within 60 feet regains hit points equal to the enemy's number of hit dice.
Well, that is 35 hit dice.
So 35 hit points to Parker, Keeper of Souls ability.
Thank you very
Nice.
much.
Nice. Grave Domain.
Grave Domain is one of my
Yeah,
special.
it's a fog lamp sessions power. Very nice. On 18, it is Scaly O'Toole. Scaly, first thing that happens in your turn. The worm doors that you are standing on one side of with Buggy, they reform, locking you off into this chamber with the dead wormdrake and the cavern and the cage and all of that, and sealing you away from Sessions and Burple, what fate awaits you now that the party is split into two?
No.
Scaly and Buggy and Parker have no longer got access to a healer.
Excuse
Sessions
me.
and Burple.
I am a
decent healer.
Sorry.
13th level cleric.
Let me restate that. Yeah, I'm very sorry. Buggy and Scaly and Parker no longer have access to any kind of decent healer. What's going to happen to our two little brave bands of adventurers in the future? Well, we're not going to find out now. We're going to find out when we pick things up next week.
At last.
The Billowing Hilltop podcast is a Billowing Hilltop production. Dungeons & Dragons is a trademark of Wizards of the Coast. Into the Wormcrawl Fisher and Age of Worms are copyright Wizards of the Coast. Into the Wormcrawl Fisher was written by James Jacobs. Music is from Kevin MacLeod and Incompetech.com and is used with thanks under the Creative Commons license. Additional music and sound effects come from the wonderful Sirenscape. All other original material is copyright Billowing Hilltop. Role-playing games are all about getting people together, and we use Roll20 as our tabletop, the perfect place to host your game, and Discord to host our chat. Thanks for listening!